Hi guys, welcome back to OK Jank. Not posted in a while. Been really busy with work during the lockdown period with COVID and everything. Have a little bit of a backlog of videos I will be posting, but today I'm going to be bringing you a Cardfight Vanguard D-Series deck profile, starting with one of my favourite decks from the series. I was a little bit unsure about it all with the reboot, but starting off with Diabolos Violence Bruce deck today. This is the kind of the spiritual replacement to Spike Brothers, so it's quite a powerful rushy build at the minute, as Spikes always tend to be in the first set. So just go through my deck profile for this and show you what I've got for it. So start off with the starter. If you went second, when it's rolled upon, you draw. This is the ride deck, and then the grade 1, Diabolos Bad Steve. When it's placed on Vanguard, choose a card from your soul, call it to the back row centre, and soul charge 1, and then continuous rear guard. If your final rush against 5k. Grade 2, Diabolos Anger Richard. When this unit is placed on Vanguard, put a rear guard into your soul and draw a card, and if you're in final rush, it gets 5,000 power. So these three work really well together. If you go in second, you draw off when you ride it, call it out, and then soul charge, and then when you ride it over, you put the starter back in and draw another card. So it's really good early game card advantage, and helps build the soul which you need for the boss, which is Diabolos Violence Bruce. At the start of your ride phase, you find a rush, which means that it's like a keyword, so it's always active then throughout the turn. And when this unit attacks, if you're in final rush, you can soul blast 5 and then stand all of your front row rear guards. So multi-attacking, which is really nice considering you're gaining 5k off of your grade 2 and your grade 1 when they boost. So that's your ride deck, and then main deck running the 3 because you need to be persona riding to get that extra draw and the extra 10k to the front row. Another 3 of the grade 1s because they're nice boosters. Only running the 1 grade 2 in the ride deck because there's better grade 2 options at the minute for what I want the deck to be doing. So that includes this guy, Diabolos Boys Eden, who's a 4 of. If you're in final rush, this unit gets 5,000 power, and if this unit stands by a card effect, it gets a crit. And then when its attack hits, you can't blast 1, choose running opponent's rear guards, and retire it. So it's really good against Verena and the Stokeia deck, which attacking from the back row, because they pump resources into those, especially Verena, and it doesn't have to hit a Vanguard, so it's just that threat of putting the Verena, wasting their resources that they've got for that. So we're running 4 of that. Then, because you need to build the soul, we're running 4 copies of Steam Battler Gungram, which is when it's placed on the rear guard, you soul charge 1, and then once per turn you can soul blast 3 and draw a card. So early game you can use it to draw a card, and then late game it's just there to help build your soul up again. Even if you don't draw off it, it's really just a nice thing to have because you call it to the back row anyway. So it's a soul charge and an 8k boost. So then we've got the 4 perfect guards. So it's normal perfect guard, you can ditch card to perfect guard, but it's free if your hand has 2 or less cards. So it's nice there because there's not a whole lot of draw. Then I'm only running 3 copies of the other grade 3 Marjorie because a lot of your attacking you want to be doing with Eden just to get that on hit pressure going as well. But she's really useful, one of the most useful. You could probably bump up to 4 and replace the next card, because when she attacks, if you're in final rush, you put one of your other rearguards into your soul, you draw a card and soul charge, and it gets 10,000 power. So it's really good, especially if you call like a Gungram down, you soul charge off that, and then you swing with it boosted, and then if you're in final rush, you tuck this, so he basically soul charge you 3 on that turn when she's in the field, and she's gained 10k off of it, so it's really nice to do that. And there's another couple of cards you can do similar things with, but just having 10k, and when she's attacking for 23 anyway, and then she restands and she's swinging again. It's really nice. And then the next card that you could take one out of for another Marjorie is, I'm running 3 Brothers Soul. I like this over there's one for the other build, which when it's placed soul charges you 2 for a counter blast, but I just like this. I wasn't a fan of orders, but this is really useful if you do get it. It's just a free soul charge 2. You can easily replace it if you want to build up your Marjorie, and maybe up the numbers of some of the next cards as well, just to consistently have better shield. I don't find that I've needed it so much though. So the next card is Portable Dragon. When it attacks or boosts, if you're in final rush, you can counter blast 1 and put another rearguard into your soul, and choose a card from your soul and put it into your hand. So if you've only got this and one other rearguard, you can counter blast, put the other rearguard into soul, and then add it back to your hand. So if you've got an on-place skill like Gungram or something like that, it helps you just recycle that a little bit. Also, it helps get your Persona rides consistently after the first one if you've not seen another copy, because you keep pulling that back out to your hand, which is really nice. Keeps that aggro and pressure building. Then I've got 2 copies of Acrobat Presenter. Just when it attacks or boosts, if your Vanguard is Diabolos Violence Bruce, you soul charge 1, and then if you're in final rush, you soul charge another. So if you've only got 3 cards in soul and he's boosting something, his skill will put you at 5, and then you can proc your Vanguard skill in the same attacks. So it's really nice to do that. Again, another one with Marjorie, because you boost, you soul charge 2 with this, and then Marjorie puts it in, so you've got 4 there off of the Marjorie because it tucks that and soul charges another one. Then I like to run 1 copy of Diabolos Simone as well. Just so you hit quite big numbers, and you've got the on-hit pressure with the Eden, so having a little bit of guard restricts as such, and guard pressure is nice. So when she boosts, if your soul has 5 or more cards, you counterblast 1, and then until the end of that battle, when your opponent would call a card from their hand to Guardian Circle, they must call 2 or more at the same time. So if there's only a 10k or a 15k, it can apply a lot of pressure. It takes a lot of guard out your opponent's hand if they don't have the PG, and just having it in the back row threatening means they're going to drop the PGs a little bit more readily. So then the triggers, obviously got your 4 heals, got your over trigger. I do like this one. I know some people in my locals have played with the one from the trial deck, which is nice. I do like this one though, because if you do get it early, it's just nice pressure consistently throughout the game. Running 4 draw triggers. You can easily amend this though, if you want to up your crits. Running 4 crits, and then I am running the 3 fronts. As I say, I haven't had an issue with it because my main attacker that I want to be attacking with is Eden. I'm alright. I feel comfortable running the 4 crits because Eden's going to get crits anyway when he restands. You can easily amend it though if you want to cut down a draw trigger and a front trigger and have 6 crits or however you want. But I do enjoy this deck. I feel it's very, very good to apply pressure. It does drop off a little bit in the end game to turn 6 or 7ish if you've not managed to close the game out and your opponent has been playing really well with the guard choices. But it's a deck that I would recommend picking up if you want something that's just fun. It's simple, there's not a whole lot of maths and tactics involved. It's just call, swing big. The hardest decision is what you're going to tuck into the soul with the Magi, and then what you're going to return to hammer the Protoball, and what you retire when you do hit something with Eden. But it's one of those decks that in the early format, in the early meta of the overdress, I'm really enjoying. So I hope you guys do give it a try, give it a comment. Let me know how you've built your decks for him. Let me know if you've had any really fun matches with him. And hopefully I'll be posting some more videos soon. As I say, I do have a little bit of a backlog of ones for some Magic and some more Vanguard from the V series. So give me a like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.